Hey guys, welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we have a special collab for you guys. We have MTG Jedi here to the channel. We just finished a collab on his own channel. Definitely check that out. It's a ton of info on the Sacred Order faction. If you haven't done that yet to get Lydia, definitely check that video out. He's got a whole series of these faction wars videos with all different content creators for each one of them, for each one of the factions. So definitely check that out. MTG Jedi, welcome to the channel, man. Welcome.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, dude. It's been a minute since we did a collab, and I'm super pumped to be back here sharing some sweet knowledge with you. I'm just trying to hook everybody up and share this secret that I've been trying to share. I'm trying to share the secret, but not enough people know yet. So hopefully we're gonna get some more people today. But either way, super pumped to be here.
Honestly, I had no idea about the secret and I didn't want him to give me any info about it up until we started the video so I can have like a live reaction and everything. It's always cool to know this little stuff about the game that you might not know, even if you've been playing it since forever like I have. And yeah, it's always fun. If you guys don't know already, we're gonna know a secret about the Sparring pick. So MTG, let me know a little bit more about what kind of secret is, how you found out about this, and everything there is.
Yeah, okay, sweet. So go ahead and click in your Guardian ring here. Do you have it unlocked? You do. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, so we have the sparring pit, right? And this used to be all we had was the sparring pit before they added all of the Guardian ring stuff. And there's great stuff going on here with the rest of the Guardian ring. It could probably use some tweaking, but what we're talking about is the sparring pit.
Yeah.
And what I have found and discovered is that the sparring pit is the number one way to get your 6-star champions that exists in the game. The number one way.
To get the
And people
six
don't
star.
realize to get
Okay.
6 stars. Yes. So one of the things that I notice when I go on people's accounts for takeovers and things is they have 5 different champions of 5 different levels, and every 20 minutes or whatever in the game, they're coming back over to click this and upgrade that, and it's very inefficient. So
Okay.
kudos to you for having your sparring pit unlocked. That's very uncommon. Most people still do not have it unlocked. And I think it's the biggest resource in the game that most players are not taking advantage of. So one of the things that I like about what you're doing here is you have all your champions in here are the same level. That is step one. You want to keep all of your champions at the same level so that when you come in, you just click it one time, they're leveled up, then you come back the next day or later and do the same thing.
This is
So that's
completely,
good.
it's both intentional and unintentional. Like I didn't want to specifically do this,
Okay.
but when we had the Alton champion training like a week ago or so, 10 whatever, when Alton was in champion training, I got some champions to 6 stars, okay? And
Mm.
I leveled all of them up with brews to a specific level, so everybody was on the same level. I thought, okay, might as well just put all these 5 in my sparring pit, and I took everyone that I had. They were random
Yeah.
levels and anything, and I put them all 5 together. I thought, okay, they'll level up slowly to level 60, and I'm not in a rush to use any of them. So
Right.
yeah, that's pretty
Right.
cool.
And like as for you, you're pretty end game on your account. So you probably don't need more 6-star champions, but for anybody who is working on making chickens, this
Yeah.
is going to be the best way. I mean, like how many chickens are you sitting on right now? Probably like
Oof.
100 5-star chickens.
Guess again.
2, 3, 400.
I'll go almost 400.
382. Okay, so this is not a man who needs 5-star chickens. So I like what you're doing here.
Yeah.
But you'll notice if you go back over there and you look at the time,
Yeah.
it's basically 2 days, right?
Mm.
Because you can't do it today, and then you probably can't maybe do it tomorrow if you're up late enough. So really, it's going to be 2 days for you to get one level here. And to get your champions to 60, it's going to take 3 weeks, is my guess. How long have you had them in there already?
Since Alton. Since
Yeah, so it's
Alton.
it's been a while. So
Yeah.
what I like to do here, number one is unlock all of the spots. It takes
Yeah. Okay.
1,200 gems, and that's cheaper than the gem mine. So on my free to play account, I unlocked the sparring pit before I unlocked the gem mine.
Ooh.
Okay,
Okay.
so that was the first
That's a
thing.
hot topic.
It
That's
is.
a thing that it's the first time. Honestly, the first time I heard about completely unlocking the spare pit, not upgrading
Yes.
it, completely just
Not
unlocking the
upgrading it.
5 slots
Yes.
before any levels.
Before any levels in the gem mine.
Not even a single one, like
No,
get the
not
one
even a
gem
single
every.
one. No.
Okay.
Now
Yeah.
I was able to unlock the gem mine shortly after that, but
All
my
right. Yeah.
first gems after masteries, it went masteries, then the sparring pit, then the gem mine. And I have no regrets. I love that progression and I'm going to recommend it to people because the hardest thing, especially early game, but definitely mid game still, and for a lot of people, 5-star chickens are still hard to get. You want to get this strategy active. So let me dive
Yeah.
into what the strategy actually is. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
go ahead.
yeah. So but yeah, before you get into, I'm
Okay.
really I kind of like the idea before you even get to it because I mean I could see it, but thinking back to my own free to play account when I did it, I thought like the gem mine is the first way to go. You start getting some gems back. It takes 100 days to cover the cost. And by the time I honestly unlocked that sparring pit, it was really, really deep into my free to play journey because I thought, no, I might need these gems for the future. I might need these for pulls. Like it's too much, like 350 each slot. It's too much. That was my thoughts. And you coming in with a completely different view, it's a refreshing thing to say the least. All right, carry on.
All right. So the end goal
Yeah,
is one new 6-star every week.
yeah, okay.
So the way
Every
that you're going
s-
to do that
every
every
week.
week. Yep. Every week.
I could see it every
And
10
it can be,
days.
yeah, it could be a little bit longer. It can be around 10 days too, depending on how much food you're making to go with these.
Mm,
But if you go ahead and click on one of your champions there
okay.
and scroll down till you find your 4 stars, just like a generic 4-star.
Like a level 1 4-star. Yeah.
Yeah.
Click on
So
it.
if you were to put this guy in here, then you would put 3 to 5 brews on each champion so that you get them to around 16, 17, 22, somewhere in there. Then it's going to take 7 to 10 days, depending on how active you are, to get those for all the way up to 40. And
Mm,
while you're doing that, you never ever again have to level up a 4-star to 40. You can only use the champions from the sparring pit that you level up to 40. And then all you have to do is make your 3 stars into 4 stars. So you never have to make that huge energy investment to get them all the way up to level 40. Instead, you spend your energy on more efficient things and you can do it a lot quicker. So you would put in all 5 champions, keep them all at the same level like you had with your 6 stars, and then 7 to 10 days, you have your 5 level 40 champions ready. In the meantime, you've done a champion training tournament or event, and you've leveled up some 4-star food to feed to those champions, and you have your 5 5-star champions.
yeah, but the important thing is that you don't recommend doing that with a fresh 4-star. You say you
If
put
you
some brews first if you
Correct.
have them. If you
Otherwise, it
have.
just, yeah, or you can run them through campaign a couple times as well. That's fine too. But if you keep them down at level 1, then it's just too many clicks. You just have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
level them
I
up
was
too many times.
Yeah, I was gonna say because you got to be kind of active to be all right.
Right.
38 minutes to level 2, and then probably 40 to level 3, and like you got to be
Hmm.
clicking every hour. It can be
Right.
annoying to say the least. I mean, if you have all of them at the same level, it's just one series of clicks,
Hmm.
but it can still be annoying. While on level 17, there's a couple of hours in between, and it doesn't feel
Right,
as much of a
exactly.
chore. Yeah,
Exactly. And then you're only leveling people up once or twice a day. Once it gets up towards 40, it's once a day. And then you
yeah.
never have those times like where you're at right now, where it's over a day It's always every time you log in, they're probably going to be active. You upgrade them and then do the same thing the next day. And it's just a very efficient way. Because if you think about it, you only have that one time cost of 1,200 gems to unlock all of your slots. And if you
Yeah.
were to change those gems into energy, my estimate was that you could get 2 6-star champions from those gems. So instead of
Yeah.
getting 2 6-star champions one time, you get a new 6-star every 10 days for the whole rest of the time on your account.
Yeah. 100%. I would say in terms of an overall investment for the account, this is a must for the sparring pit, but not the upgrades. For some reason,
No,
they messed up on the upgrades, and it has
agreed.
no value to me unless you're a big whale and you absolutely have no other way to use your gems. Like you don't even want to summon champions with the
Honestly, I don't think that there's anyone who should ever upgrade your slots above level 1. It
mm,
makes too many clicks. Like it
yeah,
will speed your process, but then you're coming in here every 5 minutes and clicking, and then you're just going to spend all of your time clicking in the guardian ring. And also, it's a lot of gems to upgrade your
yeah.
slots.
Does it
So
go
I
up? I'm
recommend
not even
keeping
sure
them.
of the exact price. If it,
I
does it
think
go
it
up?
goes to it does go up, yeah. I think it goes to 400. So you
Mm,
got 350 times 5 and then 400 times 5. You're thousands of gems
yeah,
here
that's a
to unlock
lot.
those.
That's a lot.
Definitely not worth it. But a one-time cost of 1,200 gems, or splitting it up where you do 300 here, 300 there, and once you have that unlocked, it's there for you the whole rest of your account.
Yeah, yeah. The sparring pit overall, I think it's one of the most underrated investments in terms of. I've been on accounts where they didn't have the four slots
Mhm.
open, and the accounts were pretty big. And I was wondering, okay, they might not care about the overall leveling, but it's passive leveling. It's
Mhm.
literally no work. It's like you're playing an idle game. It's
Yeah.
one of the only things in Ray that we can do with our phone closed. Like we're not actually being logged into the game. You're getting levels, so it's
Yeah.
the one thing we can do, right?
Yeah.
Um,
So
but
just to give you an
yeah,
update, like on my free to play account, me actually using this,
mm,
I'm on day. Wait, I just hit Yaga, so that's day 60. Yeah, so I'm on like day 62. I'm 1 week ahead of the big free to play competition people. I started
okay,
1 week early.
okay,
And so basically we're at the same point. They're at the same point as me. They used their gems for extra energy. I used my gems to unlock it. And now I'm about to pass all of them and never look back in terms of number of 6 stars.
mm,
Because I have 40s that I'm just waiting for this champion training that's about to start, and I have
yeah,
another group in there. So I'm almost ready to 6-star 2 more champions, which will make 6 and 7 or 7 and 8 6 stars in 60 days.
yeah,
And I would say,
I just want to cut it, and I want to say that having level 40s is not only good for being food champions, but it's also very crucial for champion training because
mm,
those 40s you can immediately upgrade to 5 stars, and that's easy points. And getting a champion from 1 to 40 during a champion training, it's a lot of energy that you don't
yeah,
realize that you're kind of wasting. It's better to have fresh champions either at the 4 star or the 5 star rather than getting one all the way to 40. So having more at 40 and then having to worry about getting maybe the 3 stars to just the 4 star and then get that a couple of levels and then feed it to the level 40s that you have already made. That is a better way to go. So
right.
yeah, it's way better. I think what you did. I might do it if I ever do a free to play again. I might do that just
Yeah,
to
you have to let me
try different
know.
things. Yeah, yeah.
I got YST on board with this, and so he unlocked it on his main account, um, in a collab we did a while back,
Mm,
and so he needs to update me on how that's going. but I got him on board also. So now I got you.
Yeah.
We're gonna convert the whole community here and help everybody out.
Would you recommend people to fully upgrade it if the full upgrade made it like that you don't have to click anymore for each of the slots? Would you
Yes,
do it?
I would. Yeah,
So it would be completely passive leveling, and it would
yeah.
only warn you when it was, max level.
When it was maxed. Yeah, I would
Yeah,
definitely do that then. I don't think Plarium will do that. They want to keep us in the game, but yeah, I
yeah,
think that would be an awesome upgrade for that part of the game. Absolutely. And another thing that you can do there in the sparring pit also, because one of the things I'm noticing on my free to play is I'm making too many 40s. So it's been a little bit hard to keep up, actually. So if you get to that point, you can do the same exact strategy, but put your epics in there that you want to keep. The ones that you're
yeah.
like leveling up, you can just put those in there instead until you make all of your food and get caught back up again.
Yeah, what I would do on the free to play now you forced me to remember is I would put my faction wars champions that I will want to use, so they
Hmm.
would get to level 40
Hmm.
eventually, but I wouldn't put them, everybody in the same level. I would have them as I would get them, or as
Oh.
I would see it. But I would use the sparring pit as a way for me to progress in faction wars,
Hmm.
without actually having to focus on faction wars. I would have it as, oh, there's a level 40, he's ready to go for at least a couple of stages, because
Yeah.
at the start of any free to play, as you get your champions, you want to be using them, and you want to be saving the energy, and the sparring pit is a total game changer, I would say, for that, and people don't realize it. But
Yeah.
not everybody
Absolutely.
does a free to play. That's the thing. Not everybody does a free to play, and that's why they don't see the value out of it. So I hope this video helped some of you guys out, like the newer players or players who might rethink of a strategy or maybe a free to play account in the future. That would be a fun thing to do. And yeah, MTG, anything else you want to cover before we close this off?
No, I think that'll do it. I just wanted to share this strategy because I think it's so valuable for everybody in the game to have access to this free levels. And thanks so much for having me on the channel, man. I'm super pumped to be here. We'll have to do this again.
Honestly, I'm happy about this because I thought, is he just gonna tell me to have the same levels? No, that must not be it. That's too simple to just have the
Right.
same levels. But unlocking it early enough, that is the secret behind it,
Yeah.
and actually using it, being mindful about using the sparring pit as a way to get those 6 stars. That is a good way to go for those people who are tight with resources and want to prepare for the fusions, like the one we're gonna have, the fragment for Supreme Elhain. That one's coming, so have that in mind, guys. Sparring pit, that's the way to go. Thanks, man. Definitely check his channel out. I'll put links down below in the comments of this video, and we'll see you guys over on his channel. Thanks, man. See ya.
See ya.